Hello, my monstrosities. Hello once again. Today I bring to you a Trickster build video. And this is your warning right now. This might be a little bit longer because I'm going to talk about something besides the build real quick. Two funny things happened. If you've noticed, I've taken a bit of a break from spamming Trickster content. I just wanted a break before I did get burnt out on my main, and Tricky can rest his feet. But I've found out that I've been spamming Trickster content on this channel for so long, I had to delete 70 gigabytes of it to just make room on my drive, and I still have 22. And another funny thing is, while I was recording this build that's also overdue, but I'll talk about that separately, I ran into somebody that got raided by Spooky Loops. I was in his stream, and he raided somebody, and I dropped him a follow, but while I was recording, noticed the name, thought they looked familiar, and sure enough, it was the person, so it's small world. But yeah, in terms of the build, it all starts with Trickster's very own Hex Crowd Control. The entity will block a window for 20 seconds after a survivor does a fast vault through it. This is my replacement for Bamboozle nowadays because trying to use Bamboozle as a 110 can be pretty painful, and it will help us keep up Blood Favor, which makes it so that after injuring a survivor, the entity will block all pallets within 32 meters of where that happened for 15 seconds. How does that keep up one another? Well, they see you proc Blood Favor, they get scared, they clean something, think that it's over, turns out it was only crowd control. And on the flip side, they do get Blood Favor, think that all the threats are eliminated, and you still have crowd control to work with. So yeah. But, of course, to keep both of those up, we still have Hex Undying. While this is up, survivors within 4 meters of any dull totem will have their aura revealed, as well as when another Hex totem is cleansed, that totem's Hex will transfer to Hex Undying totem, deactivating Hex Undying. Now, again, just going to keep the other two up. But this is why this build is overdue. Remember when I said I was testing Jansen tactics? I already kind of just knew I wasn't going to like it on Trickster, so I just did it, but here's footage of me using it. You see, Jansen Tactics is the windows for the bad guys. It will make it so that you can see all pallets, breakable walls, and vault locations within 32 meters of you. So yeah, testing it out to see if it is worth it nowadays. But if we're going to talk about terrain with this entire build, we're going to be using something I used to use when I was first playing Trickster, the Trick Blades. The blades will bounce off the environment twice, and if you get a hit that way, you gain bonus BP. I kind of recommend this. It's pretty much more so fun, but what you will find out is that the environment is terribly inconsistent and that they don't bounce the way you think they do. So that's Trick Blades. Use them at your own risk. And then the Cage Tart Shoes increase movement speed while throwing blades by 2.5%. This is just nice to have on. In general, a lot of people new to Trickster will probably need this, and even people that have been playing him for a while will vouch that this just feels good to have on him. So yeah, that's the idea. That's the build. And with that being said, roll the clip, and I hope you enjoy. Been a while since I've been sent to RPD. But joke's on you. This is my stomping grounds, even when I'm not playing Nemesis or Wesker. I don't play Wesker. Alright, per usual, do the little walkabout, see if anybody spawned directly on my totems, because if I've learned anything, it's that even if it doesn't make sense, the game will do it. There's Blood Favor in the area. Man, this feels pretty 110. Yep, that's on me. For those that are looking at that like, hey, how did you get stunned even though you were like a mile away? You are Trickster or Nemesis and maybe a few others. Your hitbox gets extended a little bit, and there goes one. Well, you have your projectile out. Or you're aiming your projectile. Weird way. Okay. Man, I'm falling back into old habits with this purple add-on. You would usually never catch me nowadays with this low knife before the next interaction. Ah, that's a cheat. And there's a cheat too! Man. That bounce looked clean in the hip. As well as the fact that auto-aim made me boink the desk there. Alright, crowd control is completely out of this game. Bloodless game. You were taking that very wide. You took that very wide. I don't know why. Were you? Yeah, I don't know why you took that vault so far out. But hey, works for me. Claudette is choosing to stay injured, so that tells me resilience somewhere. I think we should consider. Ooh, the dead hard. Wait, you're up? Oh! Oh! Oh, I'm dumb. You played that great. Oh, I'm stupid. Well, hey, I mean, I still got the down and the pallet. I'm in chase with somebody. Hey! Ah! Oh, so you crouched when he had the sound on him. I thought you went down. Oh, that's a toss for me. I ended main event and everything. But I guess I still got the pallet out of you, so... Really? Wait! I've seen this name. Somebody raided you. I was in somebody's stream and you got raided by somebody. I think this is them. That name looks familiar. I'm pretty sure it's them because I distinctly remember going, hey, you look like my little sister. Or what my little sister used to look like. She grew up so fast, you know? Really? Try to be on the gun in my face? With just enough knives. Just enough knives to finish the job. Oh, duh, I could have walked through the valley because I have blood fever. No power struggle. Oh, hello! Oh, buddy. Okay, so duh, off the record monster, what am I doing? Now I have to get the hit on, or tank the pallet on this side. Yep. Alright. Well, I believe that's GG. I'm gonna ask them at the end game if that was them. Because the name looks pretty familiar. I mean, I could be off. Right? Also, it's pretty darn funny that I've run into the exact same bad habit of not reloading when I should have. I get so mad that everybody else does that when they're like, hey, I'm gonna play Trickster. It's just like, you are not Huntress. 9 times out of 10, you have to reload after every down, unfortunately. Which is one thing that is... Do you have power struggle? No. Which is one thing that is very annoying. It's just like, oh, Trickster's easy and the Huntress is straight up not easy. I'm just like, okay, alright, you try to use this character. and succeed. That's a different conversation. Shout out to the blood favor totem, like smack in the middle of everything, being the one to survive at everybody. Merciless, merciless, no less than merciless. Alright, editor monster here. I'm just gonna let the chat play in the background. They were super chill. Turns out that they were in a 4-stack. I went to the Baphomet person's channel because they were the only one live at the time. It turns out that was a 4-stack. And which one was it that was? Oh, the name I don't know if I can say on YouTube, but the allusion to a certain plant name was kind of funny because they gave me grief about being a blood favorite trickster. But they still said GG's. Everybody was super dope. I'll put the links to the channels I found in the description for the TTVs. I don't know if all of them stream, but I know they're all together in the channel and chatting it up. But yeah, they were pretty sick, and I guess I'll put Spooky Loop's channel in the description too if you don't know who that is. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna let the chat roll a little bit. But this also goes to show DBD is sometimes pretty small, and I have no idea how the servers work. I've run into, so far, people that are Canadian, people across the country from me, but nobody in the same state as me, even though I know that they're in it. So, I don't know how the servers do their thing, but it's also, I recorded this at like 4 or 5 a.m. So, maybe they needed me to be elsewhere, who knows. But, for the build itself, it works. I don't know if Jansen is needed, but it's led to pretty funny moments when I cut people off. But yeah, if you like the video, like it. Got a comment for me, comment. And until next time, peace out, my monstrosities.